Have you ever wanted to FaceTime your favorite rapper? I thought about that a few weeks ago, so I DM'd 100 rappers to figure this out. Now obviously, I couldn't just hit them up and be like,
Yo, can I FaceTime you?
I wouldn't get any responses like that. So I thought of a plan. I wrote up this script. If you want to read the full thing, pause right now. But I basically said, my name is Jonathan Murphy, and I'm reaching out on behalf of one of my clients, and my client wants to get a FaceTime call with his son and his favorite rapper. And we want to know how much it would cost to make this happen. But obviously I said that way more professionally, along with some other little things that are needed. And at the bottom of the email, I added a footer with a fake company and a fake number, along with the logo I made, because that just makes it look way more professional, just to really sell that this is a real email. I copy and pasted this email and sent it to any rapper's management I could find, and we got responses. 3 minutes after I started sending these out, we got our first response, and that was Bad Baby. Now keep in mind, she has had some musical success, so that's why I hit her up, right? She is remotely loosely considered a rapper. What I failed to remember was she made a change and started doing OnlyFans. It hit me when the response was, how old is he? Because at first, I thought that was a little weird. It made me instantly realize this looks like a horny kid is trying to get this call to happen. So I sat there, tried to think of the appropriate age. So I just said he will be turning 19. That's when they responded with their price, $50,000. Now I think they didn't want to do this call because from their perspective, it's weird. So they just threw out a huge number where it'd be worth it. Next up, IB and Amir. They simply responded with, cool, we got you for $150. Not horrible, to be honest. What I thought was funny is obviously I didn't respond back because I don't actually want to do it. But a week later, they emailed me back with just no question mark. So I assume Amir is kind of in need of money. So for the rest of the video, I will be playing his music in the background just so he can get a couple cents. But I'm gonna need to put this in private because I do not need this going into my Spotify rap. I got you, Amir. Another response we got was Lil Durk. They wanted to know a budget. I had no idea what I should send as the budget because I knew if I said something high, they would just take that. So I replied with 5K. Needless to say, they didn't respond. So if you want to do this, I recommend you say a higher budget. Next, we got the TikTok star himself, Lil Man J, or as some of y'all probably know him, White Lil Baby.
Run up the city, you know that we turn up. I run with the boss, she call with a burner.
They said, thank you so much for reaching out. Would be 100% down to do this. Jay would make time for this anytime after Wednesday. And for the call itself, the cost would only be $400 for max 25-minute call. Let me know how that sounds and we can go from there. I will say these artists have all the right to say whatever price they want. I don't blame them at all. But me personally, I would not pay $400 for this. Kodak Black's team actually replied. They said, kindly furnish us with your son's name, location, DOB, and the preferred time you'd love for the video call to ring. If you have any special requests, kindly let us know. Thank you and happy birthday to him in advance. First of all, when I read this, it reads like, we're gonna do it for free. Just give us information. So I was excited. So I gave them the information they wanted and made up a date of birth that was close to when I sent these emails. And then they replied and said, okay, noted. What's your budget for this? We make the payment between today and tomorrow. We'll seal the date and time. And that's when I felt devastated. Not really, but it would have been so funny if I got a call with Kodak Black. I just said we wanted a ballpark estimate price because we're not familiar with the pricing of something like this, which is true. And they just said, since you say he's a fan, we'll make it 5K. He'll also get a shout out on all our social media pages. But to be fair, they said they'd give the money to someone less privileged. And if they're not lying, good on them. That's actually a really cool thing to do. So if you got 5K, want to talk to Kodak Black and possibly help someone in need, you should do this. Polo G's team replied, which kind of surprised me. They just simply asked, what's your budget? And I said 2.5 to 5K per call. But right now we're more interested in a ballpark price. And they said it'd be 7K. Not horrible. Someone else I was a bit surprised to hear from was Project Pat. Well, mostly the way they replied. They said, we can do it when you want it done. What day and how long? Blessed man of God. I said I was hoping to get it done February 5th between 12 to 5 p.m. EST. He said, text this number, let's get in detail with what you need. At this point, I thought, holy fuck, I'm gonna talk to Project Pat because there's no mention of a budget and he already gave me a number. Then when I messaged him, first thing he said was, what's your budget? So I said the same thing I said to Polo G, and they said, we'll take the 5K. What time is good Monday? And I just said, I'll let you know if we go through with it. We're looking at other artists. Up to this point, I had baited myself into thinking I'd talk to Kodak and Project Pat, but I actually managed to talk to someone, and that was when Jalil's team replied. It started off with, when's his birthday? We're happy to do this. No rate or cost. We're just happy to spread some love to his fans. Now at this point, I was so fucking excited. And I just told him February 19th since it was like 6 days away. Then that Monday came around. Now I felt a little guilty to be honest because I lied to get this call to happen. And if Jalil happens to watch this, I'm so fucking sorry for doing this because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a dick doing this. But video aside, I genuinely fuck with Jalil. So the idea of being able to talk to him was so exciting. So I did it, and as you can see, I was on FaceTime with him, but in all my nervousness and excitement, I fucked up. Luckily, you can see the call and I recorded that, but I forgot to record my phone's audio, which I guess is just karma biting my ass. The fact that I was able to sit there and talk to him was so cool. I was nervous like the whole fucking time. I would just go quiet and I didn't know what to say. But in that short call, I could just tell he was one of those really chill people. He talks so calm. Like, goddamn, bro, you should do ASMR. But anyways, that shit felt surreal. Thank you so much to Jaleel for doing that. And if you happen to see this, I hope you're not mad. Moving on, I got a response from Afro Man. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, probably know him from this.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
He just replied with, make an offer and I'll take it to him. And this was one of the first responses I got. So I just said 500 and they said, yeah, we could do that. Riff Raff's team replied quickly and straight to the point, 2,500. Okay, I wouldn't do it, but I'm sure someone will. Another straight to the point response was Famous Dex. They said 1,500. Another white rapper I reached out to was G-Eazy. They replied with, hi Jonathan, thanks for reaching out. While we appreciate all young fans, candidly, this isn't something that G typically does. When's his birthday? How old is he? Given the unconventional nature, perhaps you are better to give me the top of your budget and I can go to G with that. I said the budget was set around 5K. Didn't get a response, so I don't think they like that. But honestly, I wouldn't go any higher than that for G-Eazy. Another person I got aired by was YK Osiris. The response was, who's your client if you don't mind me asking, and when is the birthday? Now, I was not expecting anyone to ask who my client was, so I just made up a bullshit answer, and that's probably what gave me away, I don't know. But I said my client was a stock market and crypto expert, and I basically said I was his assistant. I guess they thought it was bullshit because I didn't get a response, which kind of crazy because the internet tells you that YK Osiris has money issues. The final response I got was from Mick Jenkins, who is this sort of like underground rapper, and the response was, go to Cameo, that's where he's active. It's optimized exactly for what you're looking for, and his price is $249. Now, he isn't the only rapper on there that I had emailed. Afro Man is on there. His price is $135. Jay Critch's price is $100. Juicy J's price is $900. I wanted to get Kanye West. I couldn't, but I got the next best thing. Kanye East's price is only $25. That's a steal if you ask me. Lil Man J's price is $75. Lil Xan is on there for $150. OG Mac goes on there for $100. Project Pat's on there for $650. Remy Ma will cost you $349. Riff Raff only $85. Sean Kingston, which isn't a rapper, but I don't care, his price is $300. The GOAT of drill himself, Slim Jesus, is only $24. The first to do it all, Soulja Boy, is on there for $250. T Wayne, who blew up on Vine and pretty much just stays there, is on there for $50. The original GOAT white rapper, Vanilla Ice, is on there for $399. The dude that I'm giving sense to throughout this video, YB Namir, is on there for $50, and that's all the people on Cameo. The other 100 plus people that I emailed either didn't respond or their inbox was full, but regardless, I got a good amount of responses. Now, I'm too broke to pay for any of these, which is why next week or the week after, I'm gonna be calling all these rappers and seeing if any of them answer. I will say, don't harass these people, emailing them about this shit if you actually don't plan to do it, because then they just won't respond at all. And like I said, even if you don't think some of these prices are fair, it's their prices, it's their service, they can price it at what they want. By the way, I listened to 14 Amir song, which I don't even think equals to 1 cent, so I'm sorry, I guess.